Janice.
Carlos.
Anna.
Grandma.
And here's David.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for taking time on y'all's busy Super Bowl Sunday to come hear me give a speech. This speech is about me. My name is Grayson Bell, and I was born in San Angelo, Texas. Currently, I'm a student at Lone Star Kingwood. I'm also employed by Lone Star Kingwood as a lifeguard for their water aerobics class. My main job, however, is at the YMCA, where I'm the sports lead. I'm in charge of making sure the officials and referees are all trained properly and have all the equipment they need. I also teach special needs swim lessons on the side at Lone Star Kingwood. I'd like to think I'm a well-liked person. I think I'm funny, and that's what matters. I'm not terribly serious, though. I think Brian White said it best when he said, "You never really grow up, you just learn how to act in public." All right, so I was born in San Angelo, Texas. Soon after that, I was raised in Wall, which is a small farming community just outside of San Angelo. After Wall, we moved to Austin, which was really quite a culture shock. We had everything in San Angelo. It was, cotton fields on one side and pastures and mesquite on the other. And then we moved to Austin, where it was, sirens, cops, loud noises, go, 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 everything's fast. It came as a real shock to me. And, I think that kind of shaped me in a lot of the ways into the person I am today. After living in Austin, we moved to Elgin, which is where I ended up graduating high school. While I was in high school there, I played varsity football and baseball until my junior year, when I had an injury to my shoulder that caused me to stop playing. I had 2 surgeries that year, both of them reconstructive on my shoulder, where my rotator cuff and labrum had been torn, and pretty much ended my hopes of any future sports playing. But my senior year, I came back strong. I came back as the drum major for the band and playing varsity golf, and I also was even the announcer for the high school baseball team, which was a lot of fun. After high school, I moved on to Texas A&M University, where I was part of the Corps Cadets and the Fightin' Texas Aggie Band. I was also heavily involved with a student bonfire, if any of y'all know what that is. I made a lot of really good friends there, lifelong friends who I would do anything for, and I know that they would do anything for me. But unfortunately enough, I didn't take my education seriously enough. On December 26th, about a year ago, I got a letter saying that I was no longer welcome at Texas A&M, and that was really a awakening for me. It made me reevaluate my stance on education. It made me realize that the educators aren't the ones responsible for my education. It's my job as a student to make sure that I learn. And so I decided to come to Lone Star and start over. I had to. When I started over, I just went into a whole hog, and I had a lot of help from a lot of really good professors, like Professor Mary Darling, who was my English and composition teacher, and Professor Paul Blakelock, who was my honors government professor. They taught me that I actually had some skill as a writer, and that I had stuff worth saying to say. And that was a level of confidence that I never had, and I wouldn't have had it unless I had gotten kicked out. But I do hope to return to Texas A&M at the end of this semester, and reclaim some pride in that. If they don't accept me, I do have University of Texas at San Antonio as a backup plan. I hope to graduate from a 4-year university with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, so that I can eventually continue up the chain of command at the YMCA and hopefully become sports director for a citywide area. Hobbies. My hobbies really are pretty much normal, like everyone else's. Everyone likes to watch TV, likes to read, they like to sleep. I also have some hobbies that are kind of unusual. I like to shoot my bow. I do a lot of archery stuff. I actually did archery in high school at the FFA. And I actually just recently got into blacksmithing, which sounds really dorky, but don't knock it till you try it. I find just as much satisfaction of reading a good book or watching a TV show as I do hitting a piece of hot metal with a hammer. It's a lot of fun. Why sports? I want to do sports because it's really important to kids. I think it's very important that kids have an experience in sports in their formative years. It teaches them teamwork, hard work, how to win with pride and not shame the loser, and how to not be a sore loser. It's very important, and a lot of kids these days don't get those opportunities, which is a detriment to them, I believe. And I don't really just want to be the person directly influencing the kids, because I don't really get to influence that many kids. I want to be the person in charge of the person training the people to help the kids. I want to affect as many kids as I can, even if I'm not the one director, if the kids don't know that it was me, that's fine. The kids are still getting helped. The reason why I specifically want to do sports at the YMCA is because the YMCA is a great organization. It's helped a lot of people. It's done a great job. Every year they give, my personal YMCA gives more than $350,000 in scholarships for people who are underprivileged and can't afford our programs to where they can attend. That's about it for my goals and stuff. What I am is a sum of my experience and my goals. That's what everyone is. You are you are the decisions you made in the past, and you are what you want to be in the future. And that's all I can say. At the end of my life, I hope I can look back and go, realize it was one worth living.